Hi everyone, it's TheAggroKid, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to play the Germans against the Japanese. So usually this is a bad matchup for Germany, just because as Germany you can't really rush your opponent, so Japan has enough time to get all their shrines and they get so much eco. By the time you reach age 3, you just get outboomed and they have more troops than you, and even though you get like those skirmishers, those nice shipments, they usually just beat you. Like, they have time to age up as well before you get all those shipments, so just a tough matchup, but you'll see what happens. So I started with 100 wood, so I'll go for a market start, which means I'll build a market and get hunting dogs. If you start with 200 wood, like with the crates, then you can definitely build a trading post to get like some XP and get your shipments quicker. So I build that market and I get that hunting dog. It boosts my eco. I gather food 10% faster, just from hunts though. So now I see that this explorer is going at this treasure, so I'm attacking him just because I know he won't have time to kill the monkeys and survive. So I kill him even before he takes the treasure, so that's like really good. So now I can see all the treasures, which is very good because I realized on this map, and you'll see, there's so many monkeys, so that's really easy treasures for Japan. So that was huge. Plus I took down his explorer. Not sure why he didn't use his special ability, because as the Japanese explorers, you can use that teleportation spell or ability. It's kind of overpowered, but it's fine, so they can survive and continue making those shrines. And then he picks up the treasure, which makes sense, but now he should teleport. I don't know, maybe he didn't know it existed, whatever. But I'll take him down too. Right there, finish him with the nice snipe. Then I forgot to make a villager for a sec, but not too bad. So that's a really good treasure, especially for the Japanese. Just because like 4 monkeys is very easy for them to take. Like, they can, I think, 2-shot them with Divine Strike. So yeah, I took that treasure just because it's easy for me as well, but not as easy. Like, you gotta do some nice macro and stuff like that. So I'll age with 17 villagers. Maybe it was 1 too many, but I mean, whatever. You're playing against Japan, right? So I thought maybe rushing, but in the same time, it's Japan. Like, they have those Yumis, Musketeers, like such good H2 units, so I wasn't really sure. So now I'm aging. I get Gangsta because you'll just chop faster, and I was thinking maybe doing an Expo rush. Wasn't sure though. But anyways, you gotta get that TP quickly out. So yeah, I put more on wood. So now I have Gangsta in, 10% gather rate, so helps with the eco. And then I realized, wow, he's already, it's called Commerce Age, or Colonial Age in Age of Empires 3. And I'm like, wow, okay, I won't rush because I'll be definitely too slow, right? He's gonna get probably 5 Ashigaru by the time I rush, so I'm like, no point. So I'm like, alright, I'll FF, straight up FF, because you don't have time to make calves against Japan. Like, they have those Ashigaru, like, it's not a good idea. You'll get enough from the shipments to take down shrines. So I get the placer mines
Hallo?
right before the age up. That's the point, because you want to get 125 wood, ideally before aging, and 125 coin to get it's steel traps as soon as you age up. So I'm gonna try to get them as soon as possible, and I get them right there. Then I put one villager on the crates to make like a house. Well, some houses, 2 houses, and I'll build a stable. I probably should have built a barrack, but I mean, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do some Oolons just to take down shrines, annoy the opponent, even though he would make Ashigaru musketeers. Just to buy myself some time, you know, because he was probably gonna make like Ashigaru's in age 2, as Japan usually do. So I get those 2 Oolons from that 3 settler wagons shipment. So that's a really nice treasure. I think it's like 80 or 90 wood for 2 tigers, so I definitely grabbed that. I get that shipment, which will be 700 coin. So as you can see, I saved up 300 coin plus 700 coin, which will give me the age up, because it's 1000 coin total. And you can see my food, it's like going up pretty quickly right now, since I have both food upgrades for age 1 and age 2. So by the time I get that 700 coin, I'll definitely have enough food, which is 1200 to age up to age 3. And I'll age up very fast, because my next shipment will almost arrive by the time I age up. So since I have that TP, which really helps, as Germany always get it during transition or instead of the market, and do vice versa. Like if you get your training post before aging, will then get your market when you age to age 2. Now I tried to raid, obviously didn't work. He had his ashes placed, I guess, at the right spot too, so that was a bit lucky. So I'll try to siege down some shrines. So I'm a bit late on my age up right now. Like 7 minutes is a bit late. I guess I made a mistake. Like I had so many idle villagers because they all finished gathering a hunt at the same time. So what I should have done is place my villagers like on the next hunt, herd it before the other hunt like finished. Like they can't gather anymore from it. Because now this hunt is like really far away, so I should have brought like a villager to just herd it close to my TC before like they all finish gathering from one hunt at the same time, which is really bad. You don't want to do that usually. Wastes a lot of villager time. So yeah, I'll save that shipment, because Germany gets like the best shipments in H3. Definitely, like, I don't think there's any better civ than Germany in H3. Maybe Dutch. Probably, yeah, only Dutch. Maybe Japan, but I mean Japan's just too slow at aging to 3, so... Okay, France is good too, but definitely Germany first. Definitely. So I'll send... I'm not too sure, I think 8 skirms or something. No, oh yeah, 1000 wood, because I'm like, Japan won't age soon, so I'm like, I'll get all my houses, barracks, at least 2 barracks, and even maybe another town center. So I sniped that explorer, which is great, without losing any Oolons. Perfect. That's what you want to do. Like, he couldn't make any shrines because I killed them like 3 times. I don't know, he didn't know, I guess, the power existed. This would have been a different game, maybe, if he knew. But, I mean, even then, I don't know. We can't really know. But now I'm, like, out of hunts, which is terrible. Like, at least I have still 2 coin mines. That's perfect. That's what you need as Germany, but still, you need food. Every civ does. But look at the food. Like, I just have so much. I could age right now. So I'm like, I guess it's not too much of an issue. So I made that barack. I'm making some more skirms. Then I make it forward base. I'm like, I gotta get that hunt possession right there and destroy those shrines as well. So I see those coming, but I'm like, that's fine. I have 5 skirmishers coming up. That's all you need against, like, I don't know how many he had, but maybe like 8, 6. Yeah, coming in with a small raid. Kill the villager, which is good, but then I kind of wreck his army. Plus I had those Ulans coming at the perfect time. Slow them down and deal some nice damage. So I'm trying to get the surround and then I attack. So yeah, I keep making skirms because I know he only has Ashes. Maybe he has a stable I haven't seen before, but I mean, look at this mass. Like, it'd be unlikely. Then I have a shipment, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, 8 skirmishers seems good. So I put like all on coin for now, because I'm like, I'll save up for Jaggers next. Plus I have like 1,000 wood, so I'm like another second town center. Usually German players does that with that 1,000 wood. And then all the rest of the wood will be used for houses. Cause look at that, look at the pop, like that's Germany. They need a lot of place for population. So yeah, I keep making villagers, ship that skirmisher, those skirmishers. And then I'm out of coin, but I'm like, okay, I'll get those, well, there's a coin mine there, so I'll get it. So yeah, exactly, 12 Jaggers. Perfect shipment at this point. Because I know he only has Ashes, so what counters them best? Definitely Jaggers. So yeah, I make houses, so I'm like, okay, I'll need them, definitely. Then I see him coming, but I have my Jaggers, I have everything. I even have villagers to tank, which isn't bad, but I mean, I kind of mismacroed them. They're like idle right now, 11. What I definitely did wrong this game was having a crap ton of idle villagers the whole game. But this was a really bad fight for him to take. Not sure why he did. Plus, I don't think I lost like a villager, maybe 1 or 2, but like, who cares, honestly. No, I didn't lose any. So yeah, got my Jaggers coming up. And then I get those hunts, because I killed the shrine, destroyed the shrines. That's perfect. Plus I get the coin mine if I ever run out. So I'm in a good spot right now. The only thing that can destroy me if he comes with like 10 cap, you know, Japan can do that. But with Jaggers that do still quite a bit of damage, even against Cav, like they're so powerful. I'm feeling alright. Like that's 50 skirm, like 10 Cav won't even kill all that. Okay, actually maybe, but like, no, not Colonial. Plus I have those Ulans behind, so I'm like, I can tank with those. Not too bad. Pick off a few villagers. Like, I'm taking my time right now, and I'm like, okay, I'll just enter your base, kill your villagers, destroy all your troops. And Jaggers do extremely good against actually infantry. Even against skirmishers, they're good. But I mean, especially heavy infantry, just like skirmishers. Then I siege that down, and then I'm like, okay, I should win this. Even if he comes with 10 cav, I can still manage it with like 3 settler war wagons plus like 8 Ulans. I can put my Ulans in front and then just snipe them with my settler wagons and my skirmishers. So he aged, which I don't know, against Germany I wouldn't have done that. I think you just make cav. He needed cav, like 10 of them. Then I kill some more villagers. I see that Daimeo. I'm like, okay, I must kill that thing. Gets obliterated by my war wagons. He calls it sentries. Won't be enough. You can definitely tell by that. Then I have like 600 wood, which is fine though, because I was about to make mills. Like, those hunts on the top are just way too far. And then he calls GG, and there you have it. Some nice Germany gameplay for you. So, you should try this strategy, definitely. He even says that I killed it. In 1v1s, Germany is probably one of my favorite civ, for sure. Like, I'm not the best with them, but even then, I still win. They're so fun and good to play, versatile. You can do so many different strategies. He says I haven't lost in 11 games. You destroyed me, so that's actually surprising. Like, he wasn't a noob, that's for sure. He wasn't that great either, though. So, but I'm like, I was second lieutenant on AOE3. What about you? But he didn't answer. So. When he saw that, he might have been like, oh, okay, that's why. That wasn't fair. Anyways, yeah, 40 villagers in 50 minutes, that's actually pretty good, I think. Plus, you got like those settler wagons. So once you can like handle Japan at this spot, even though I wouldn't have won there, I still have like at least I think 6 or 7 settler wagons, which counts as 2 villagers. So technically I have like 47 villagers, which is kind of crazy. So that's what I meant at the beginning. With Germany, you have more villagers technically because you have those settler wagons. But if you're playing against the Japanese that have all the shrines and all that, then you can take advantage of your eco. So that's kind of bad. And then yes, you FF, but then your opponent, if he doesn't age, he can have a ton of troops. Like, if he would have made Cav just earlier, honestly, he could have won for sure. I think he misplayed it a little, definitely. So. Anyways, here's the post game. So I had the most resources because yeah, Germany's eco is very strong. But like by 5,000, that tells me yeah, he didn't do enough shrines. So he did have a lot of military units, but all Ashies versus skirms, like, you'll lose. So yeah, look at the villagers. He didn't make any. So yeah, maybe he was wasn't the best player, but I mean, he was decent. I mean, he still won 11 in a row apparently. So that was the military unit. So he lost a crap ton. And here's all the resources gathered. So you can see, as soon as you stop making vills, you lose, pretty much. Like, you can't do that. You just can't. Even if you're Japan. If you haven't seen my other video, I was playing Japan, and I didn't have that many vills though. But you'll see what happens, so I highly suggest you watch that. Anyways, that's the end of today's video. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and also share my channel with your friends. It would really help me grow that channel. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.